Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Build Your Faith Muscle Friday. Listen, I am your girl, Deridre, aka DBanks, best-selling author, faith-based fitness coach. Listen, I'm excited. I just got to jump right on in. Listen, I recorded this message last Friday, November 5th, raw, just straightforward. I jumped on the camera and recorded this video that I'm going to share with you after I had an encounter in Walmart. And I'm calling up my biblical mentor, Joseph, to help me with this message. Listen, take a listen. I hope you enjoy. I hope you allow this to help encourage you to build your faith, to know that I titled this, and I was going back and forth, not sure what the title should be, but listen, I titled this, God Remembers. He has not forgotten you. He has a plan for your life, and he's about to show up and show out. Take a listen. Hey, it's your girl Deridre, aka DBanks. Listen, I'm recording this video on November the 5th because I just had an experience, and I want to be able to talk about this experience while it is fresh. And I'm not even in the clothes that I normally would wear for the Build Your Faith Muscle Friday, but it's okay because this video will go up on next Friday. And I'm not even worried about that. What I'm worried about is I want to encourage a woman out there who feels as though everything you've ever dreamed of, everything God has ever showed you, every word that has been spoken over your life, and you have not yet seen it come to pass, and you feel as though God has forgotten you, and that maybe you've done so many wrongs or made so many mistakes, and you feel as though you're not worthy enough to even receive the word because it has been so long since the word has came to pass. Listen, this video is for you. And I want to invite you in. I tell you, I got my biblical mentors, and my biblical mentor today I want to invite to share with you is Joseph, none other than Joseph, a man who dreamed, a man who saw years ahead what he would be. He quite didn't understand all the dynamics of what God showed him and how it would come to pass and what that faith walk would look like, but he knew he had a vision. You know you have a vision. You know a word has been spoken over your life. You know that you have dreams and ambitions that you want to see for your family. You know you want to see generational wealth. You know you're ready to walk off that job that has worked your everlasting nerve. Yet, you don't know how all of this is going to happen or how it's going to come to pass and how God is going to lay the steps out for you. Listen, let me explain to you. I'm hyped right now. So I'm trying to calm my nerves and calm down. Listen, today I had an encounter with somebody at a neighborhood Walmart. Mind you, I have heard the word that she gave. I've heard it year after year. I've heard it in my 20s. I've heard it in my 30s, and I've heard it in my 40s. Okay. I'm trying not, I want to be able to get this out without being emotional. But when you have had a vision from God and you have had people speak things over your life, and you know you are drawn to do something great, you know you are drawn to make a difference in people's lives, and then you don't see those things happen in your life, you feel as though God has forgotten you, or that, I know at least for me, I felt like I must have made mistakes that I've forgotten about. I must have messed up. I must not be worthy enough. Like, God, what did I do? For a while now, I've been questioning and asking God, what have I done wrong? Because I've had these prophetic words given over my life in my 20s, in my 30s, in my 40s, and I have yet to see them come to pass. So I love when God gives me my biblical mentors, and he gave me Joseph. Listen, Joseph had a dream. Let's go to Genesis 37. I love Genesis. Genesis, man, is beginnings. If you ever want to know anything, start back from the beginning and allow God to speak to you. That's a word. Genesis 37. Let's go down to verse 5. It says, now Joseph had a dream, and he told it to his brothers. Number one mistake. You don't ever tell your dreams to nobody, because they're not going to be excited for you. They won't know the full dynamics of this dream, of this vision, because guess what? You don't even understand it. I don't even understand it. So you don't want to tell it to somebody who will kill it right before it even gets started. But that was his number one mistake. So it says, now Joseph had a dream and he told it to his brothers and they hated him even more. So he said to them, please hear this dream, which I have dreamed. There we were. Now he's just innocent, but here we go. There we were binding sheaves in the field. Then behold, my sheaves arose and also stood upright. And indeed, your sheaves stood all around and bowed down to my sheaves. And his brothers said to him, shall you indeed reign over us? They had no idea that they already knew the word before he even knew what that dream really meant. Okay. Or shall you indeed have dominion over us? So they hated him even more for his dream and for his word. They had no idea that they was helping him explain his dream. Because if I'd have dreamed just that first half, I would have been like, what does all that mean? I mean, I know it has some type of meaning, but I'm not quite sure. But they were helping him discover what the dream was. I just figured that out. But anyway, so what that reminds me of is what I have been going through. I've had these dreams. I've had these visions. I've had God wake me up in the middle of the night at 3 o'clock in the morning, creating these products, creating these journals, these prayer journals, creating and writing books, all of these things, creating the t-shirts, the hoodies, the blankets, the cups, you name it. And I kept saying, God, why are you waking me up in the middle of the night? Why are you having me create these things and you ain't gonna do nothing with them? Like, I don't understand. I don't bought the courses. I don't walked it out. I don't invested money. I don't bootstrapped. I've done all that I can do. And I know at this point it's in your hands. And if it's going to go anywhere, it can only go somewhere with you. Right. So I'm like, God, I'm getting tired. I don't know what else to do. I'm ready to give up on this. I'm ready to throw in the towel. I don't believe in this no more. I don't understand until this woman meets me in Walmart today. It blew my mind because, again, what she said, I had heard in my 20s, in my 30s, in my 40s. I had became so numb to the words to whenever somebody would say something, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But something about the way she said it, and at the timing of when she said it, had a huge impact on my life. Sometimes God will send somebody to remind you, I have not forgotten you. You may think that all of the stuff I had you do was for nothing, but hold up, wait 1 minute. You don't know who I am. You don't know who I'm capable of and what I can do. I will bring to pass what I have created in you. I will bring it out of you. It ain't even about you. Everything that you're going through right now is not even about you. It's about who I need you to be in front of, who will need you at a certain time, who you will save something or say something that they need that can change their life. It ain't about you. I digress. I'm so hyped up because this woman, so I'm in Walmart. I'm going to Walmart and mind you, where I live right now, they're doing construction on this road. So I can't go a certain way home. So really there was no need for me to go to this Walmart because it's out of the way. But I just felt like I just need to go to this Walmart, go in and get it out of the way. It's quick. I ain't got to go to the big Walmart. I just go to the grocery store Walmart, get it done. I go into this Walmart, minding my own business, go down the aisle to get some paper cups. Pass by the woman, happen to look at her and say, oh, man, her hair is cute. Still minding my business. Turn around, heading on to get the next things because I'm not a shopper. I like to get in. I like to get out. So I'm heading to my next spot. She passes by me again and she stops me and she gives me a word. She said, God said, yada, yada, yada. I ain't crazy. I'm not about to give it on here, but I know what it is. So she gives me words. God said, yada, yada, yada. I said, thank you. I received. And I went on about my business and I'm going to get my eggs, going to get my potatoes, going to get everything else that I need. Right. But what she said kept ringing in my head over and over and over. Now, mind you, I have heard the words that she have said. I've heard them before. But it was something about the way she said it that had an impact that none of the others had an impact. So I'm getting ready to go to checkout, and I see her a few times, and I'm like, God, I want to talk to her. But no, whatever. So I go get what I need to get, and I check out, getting ready to go to checkout. She finished her checking out. She pushes her basket to the side, and she comes back over to me, and she says, God said, yada, 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 yada. You just don't know, yada, 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 yada. God, it about blew my mind. And I said, thank you. You don't know what this means. Thank you. Because it's what I needed to hear. Because what God has shown me over the years, I felt like it would never happen. I felt like I have done all that I know how to do. At this point, it's kind of up to you if it's going to come to pass, because I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to do. I don't know how else to fall out in the floor. I don't know how much to speak in tongues. I don't know what else more I got to do to bring this to pass. At this point, it's up to you. So she's reminding me, and God is using her to remind me, I ain't done. You think I'm done. I'm not done. And what I'm about to do, you have, y'all, okay, I'm gonna close my mouth because I don't want to be like Joseph and then speak your stuff, and then you never know who's out there and who want to speak against what you got going on, because not everybody is happy for you. Not everybody wants the desires that you want for your life. Not everybody wants that for you. So I'm gonna hush my mouth on that. But I when I got to the checkout, I said, God, please allow me to see this woman, because I got to get her a seed. I feel like I got to get her a seed. I finish my checkout, get towards my car. I'm searching the Walmart parking lot. I can't find this woman. It wasn't that far that she went out before me. So I'm like, where is she at? So I got to get her a seed. Could not find this woman. Y'all, I got in the car. I had to process what she was saying. I recorded so I could remember what I felt in that moment. Y'all, if I can't tell you nothing else on these Build Your Faith Fridays, sometimes you need God to remind you he has not forgotten you. Whether he reminds you in his word, whether he reminds you by sending somebody, maybe he'll wake you up in the middle of the night and drop something in your spirit just to say, listen, I have not forgotten you. I'm telling you, when that happens, hold on to that word. Hold on to it tight in your heart. Because that is, it is, whew. Listen. Joseph, it took years for Joseph to get what God had showed him way back in 37. And if you keep reading, you just keep going on over and over and over. Joseph didn't get what he needed to, chapter 41, when Pharaoh had the dream. And then it really came when his brothers came to Egypt in Genesis 42. So you got from 37 all the way to 42 for Joseph finally to see the manifestation of what God had showed him. And that took years. 14 years in between all of that? I believe it was 14 years. I'm going to find out to make sure. That's a long time. It's been a long time since I had been given the words of what God is about to do in my life. God is going to do some things in your life that you have never seen before. Don't give up. Don't throw in a towel. I know it hurts. I know you feel like you watching everything happen for everybody else. I know, because I feel your pain. I got tired of being on social media. I kept seeing people we were laboring all about the same time, and they would just blow up. This would blow up. This would blow up. And I'm like, I don't understand, God. Like, what more do you want from me? Like, what more do you want? You want some more money? Do you want me to cry more? Do you want me to lay out on the floor more? Do you want me to fast more? Like, what more can I do? Like, what do you want me to do? But what I'm understanding is is that God has to take you and build you, build your character, build your skill set. He has to pull things out of you. He has to put things inside of you. He has to build up your confidence enough to know that when he put the word in your mouth, you better say it, speak it, and do it, and have it, and be it without any doubt. I talked about on the video that this morning on that Abraham, so he departed. He didn't question nothing. He didn't think about nothing. He didn't go ask nobody advice. He just departed. When God decides to pull back the curtains and allow for things to take place, just depart. Just go. Just be. When Joseph had the opportunity to interpret a dream for Pharaoh, it took a long time for that to finally take place. But that one moment changed his life forever. Our moment is on the way. Their one moment is on the way. I hope this encourages you. Listen, allow this to build your faith today. Allow this to encourage you that even if you are tempted to tell your dream, number one, don't tell it. Keep it to yourself. Tell it to Jesus, the Lord, the Holy Spirit. Tell it to the angels, whoever want to hear in the spiritual realm. Tell it to them. Keep it to yourself. Okay, that's number one. Number two, it's going to take some time. But while it's taking some time, build the skill set, build the knowledge, build everything. Don't stop working. Even though I have not seen it, even though I want to throw in the towel, I still have kept working. I still have kept doing the work, fussing and screaming and hollering, and God is dragging me along the way. I still doing the work. You understand what I'm saying? So still continue to do the work. Don't give up. Stay sensitive to the spirit. Allow God to speak to you even when you think he ain't speaking. You got to quiet yourself long enough to hear him speak. And don't forget to pray and worship. Worship is a lifestyle. Sometimes you need to shut the door and get in your closet and just worship God. Thank God. Even when you don't want to, even when you don't feel like it. And I'm telling you, over this past year, I can't wait to share so many of the things of what God has trained me to do that I have fought. I'm not going to lie. I have fought the process. But I will tell you what he's about to do, I know will be well worth it. Listen, go out today, build your faith muscle, get in his word, study his word. Stop looking for somebody else to be the word. You get in the word for yourself. Get every commentary. I don't care whatever you got to get, but you in this season, you're going to have to know this for yourself. I can't give it to you. No one else can give it to you. The more you get in here, the more you will understand the way God do. The more you get into his word, the more you will understand why he do what he do and how he do what he do. Because if you're not in here and you don't have someone to speak life over you, like the word is here to speak life over you, then you will get upset when time goes from the time you get the dream until the manifestation. You won't understand that there is a process in between. Unless you get in the word to understand that Abraham had a process, Joseph had a process, Moses had a process. The list goes on. David had a process. Esther had a process. Everybody had a process. There is no way you're going to get rid of the process. The process must be done. The process builds everything that you need. Every step that you need is forming who you're going to be. Woman, I call you out. Everything that you need, everything that God is taking you through, all the processes that you're going through is building the woman that God wants to see in you. He's going to build your capacity to handle what it is he is trying to get to you. Listen, I'm getting too excited. I got to get off of this thing, but listen, I love you. I pray that this has helped you. Know that God is about to do a great thing in your life. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. God bless. Bye for now.